What's up guys, it's Turn Up for Ethan here, and today I want to show you guys which Modulus attachments are actually effective. So these are all the 2015 Modulus attachments. I'll be saving the Recon Mark II and the Ion Fire for a different video because I want to do that later on, but these are all of them excluding a stock and a barrel because I couldn't fit them on. But here it is. Here's almost all of the attachments, looking pretty cool. And yeah, so I'll be showing you guys which ones are actually effective, and I'll be separating it into 5 different sections. First are going to be barrels, and then scopes, and then stocks, and then magazines, and then miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, so we're going to start with barrels first. So let's get started. These are the 3 Modulus barrels. We'll be looking at their flight path, or how accurate they are, and their range. So I'm going to fire 3 darts each barrel, or through each barrel, and I'll go ahead and see what happened. 3 elite darts fired from a Modulus with no barrel. Three zombie strike darts fired from a Modulus with this barrel. Three Doomlands darts fired from a Modulus with this barrel. Three white elite darts fired from a Modulus with this barrel. So walking down and looking at our results, the closest to where we fired was the white elite dart, which was fired from the longest barrel. So they're grouped all the way around here, and then next to that is a zombie strike dart, which was fired from the shortest barrel, which is the orange one. So those are spread around here, and then here are the Doomlands darts, which was fired from the stock Modulus barrel that comes included with the Modulus. And then here are the darts fired from the Modulus without a barrel. As you can see, they fired the furthest over here, and the second furthest was going to be the orange short barrel. And then we have these 3 Doomlands darts that are grouped pretty closely, and then we have a green dart. So that's a basic overview of what the results look like, and I'll give you my opinion of which one I think is the most effective. So in the end, which barrel is the most effective? I chose this orange short barrel because it gives a very nice range, even with a great deal of accuracy. The most accurate I found was this barrel, and the second most accurate was going to be this barrel. This barrel came very close. This one didn't come close at all, but this one came very close to the number 1 spot, but it is just a little bit bigger than this one, which reduces range but increases accuracy just a little. But I don't think accuracy is that much with the range that wide. You're probably going to be shooting like a 10 feet radius, but this is my winner. This one does have tactical rails, but I usually don't put anything on these tactical rails, so I don't consider them that much effective on a barrel like this. So yeah, this barrel is my most effective spot. Next grouping is going to be scopes slash sights. So these are all the scopes and sights, and it all comes down pretty much to personal preference. Neither of these are going to magnify, neither of them are going to help you aim that much. As you probably already know, Nerf guns aren't too accurate. It all comes down to personal preference and looks. This one does have a little feature though, which emits a red light when you put batteries in, which is an okay feature, but my favorite is going to have to be this barrel. This barrel just looks really cool and just matches most other blasters, because most Modulus attachments, or not all, but a few of them actually have these green spots that don't really match any other blasters. This one looks very cool and matches most blasters. It is a very cool scope, and I count it as not exactly effective, but my favorite over the rest. So we can call it pretty effective. Now on to stocks. So these are the two stocks. They each have a special feature to them. The first is going to be this stock that is included with the Modulus. It holds an extra magazine, which is a pretty cool feature to have. And then our next stock is a little bigger than this stock, and it's a little like buffer, not buffer, but like a little wider. That was weird that I said that. But anyway, this one also has a built-in blaster, so when you want, you remove the stock and you have an extra shot. One shot does make a Nerf war, because I don't know, if you had only one shot left and you lost that shot, then you have this extra shot there too. This one also has a tactical rail, but I'm not exactly sure what you're going to put on it. Maybe a sight when you take it off to aim, but as you know, and as I explained earlier, Nerf guns aren't very accurate. So which one is more effective? I'm going to have to say this blaster stock, because one shot is very valuable in a Nerf war, but this one also comes with an extra magazine. Why didn't I pick it? Because it is the most wobbly stock I've ever used. It is super wobbly, and without modification done to it, like putting PVC pipes right here, it's really wobbly, and I just can't stand that. This one is very sturdy. It's a very nice stock, and it also has a built-in blaster included, which is very nice. And yeah, so that's going to be my most effective for stocks. Now on to magazines. These are the only magazines that are included in the Modulus 2015 line. They're very cool magazines because this one just looks really awesome, and this one is a flip clip, so you know when you run out of ammo on this clip, then you take it out, flip it, and push it. So this one is a 10 dart, and this one is a 24 dart, 12 in each flip clip. And so which one do I think is the most effective in this pile? I think this one is the most effective, because 24 darts definitely better than just 10 darts, and it's really nice to know when you're halfway through your ammo, and then you can just take it out and then flip it and then push it into your Modulus blaster. The 10 dart just isn't really effective for a Nerf war, and this one also fits into bandoliers and battle belts or whatever, because it doesn't have that drum shape that drums have, like 25 drums have, and it's pretty cool. I definitely like this one a lot, and I name it Most Effective Magazine. Last but certainly not least, we have the miscellaneous pile. I think I'm going to separate the miscellaneous pile into two groups as well. I'm going to separate it into grips and then the final miscellaneous pile. So for grips, these are the two grips that we have. They're both very cool grips, and this one all comes down to personal preference as well, which one feels nice in your hand. This one also folds in like that. It is a little shaky, as you can see, but yeah, so personal preference, I'm going to include this grip. This grip just feels more sturdy in my hand. This one just feels really wobbly when I'm holding it, and the texture of the grip just doesn't feel really nice at all either. So for most effective grip, I guess we can say this one is my favorite. Our very last things, we have the Modulus shield and the Modulus bipod. So this basically comes down to, do you want a shield in your battle or do you want a bipod? And I'm gonna have to say I want a bipod, because this shield is just way too small to actually cover any darts or anything. It's just really small. I think the Stampede shield is way better than it, but yeah. So this one is the most effective for the miscellaneous group. It's a very nice thing, and now let's see what our Modulus blaster looks like decorated with all its effective attachments. So here is what we built. So this is the Modulus blaster, and I said I'd use that orange short barrel, but this one, I said I usually don't put any attachments on it, but I did put a bipod, and I basically said they're almost the same length, so I just put it on anyway and exchanged it, and it looks pretty cool. So this is what I built when I used the Modulus thing, and it is pretty effective in a battle. So that's all for this video. If you want to see another video like this with the Ion Fire and the Recon Mark II, hit that like button down below. Let's try to get 30 likes, and then I'll definitely make another one. But that's all for this video. Remember to turn up that volume. I'll see you guys later.